Go.
So, Assalamu alaikum again. So what we want to do today, we take one subject, cover it like in a few minutes, take another subject. Doesn't matter how hot or whatever. First, I'm not fanatic, I'm not associated in any group. I will tell you about this grouping too. Muslim Brotherhood, you name it, I'll talk about everybody. And I tell you exactly where everything. Let me first talk about the Hadith. Because this is like the lost sheep, you know. Prophet Muhammad is a prophet of the seal of the prophet, the last prophet. Allah sent him to everybody. And now we have maybe 95 languages in Google and others. But you don't have all his literature, all what he said in 95 languages, right? So whose failure is this? Of course the Ummah and the scholars and the rich people and the government, you name it. The whole Ummah is guilty that all his works. If you want to study Hadith, Hadith is like a tunnel. Dark tunnel, you cannot see the light on it. Tell you 700 books, volumes. I mean, how you're going to study the 700? Give me a break, you know? So Allah bless me because of that vision. I already finalized all this. First, I talk about 2,000 books. I put them in order of day of death, DOD, not Department of Defense, day of death, and force the search to go to the older one and come forward. Then some books are dedicated to Hadith only. Then after a lot of research, I went, the tunnel became all lit for me. I saw everything, I rounded everything. I give you example. Hafiz ibn Hajar al-Asqalani, Hafiz means the top guys of the Hadith. Like kind of number one this time. So Hafiz ibn Hajar, in all his life, he tried to round all the Sahaba which some news came about them. The Prophet in khutbah, the last khutbah farewell, they were attended by about 124,000 Sahabi. May Allah be pleased with them. But in the books, when we collect their names, we cannot get 100,000 or 124,000. One cannot get even 15,000. So all his life, when he's reading books for different reasons, he found anything to do about Sahabi, even poem of Sha'r, praising him or something, he recorded. So he make Al-Isaba of Tamyiz Sahaba, the largest book on earth, has about 12,000 give and take. But he arranged them in alphabetical order, AA, AB, AC, so it turned to be like 1,100 classification sections. And he mentioned who's Sahabi, who's children of Sahabi, who attended the time of Prophet but never embraced Islam, called Mukhadramin, and who by mistake considers Sahabi but he's not. And he's capable of negating, say no, this is not Sahabi, because of his knowledge. He's like scary, his knowledge is huge, Hafiz ibn Hajar. He has Fath al-Bari, the best explanation of Bukhari. So when somebody tells you Hafiz ibn Hajar said this is over, nobody else can come and negate it. As a matter of fact, this taking against Wahhabi, or the people who call they are Salafi, modern contemporary Salafi, they go against his Aqidah. I will cover this again later in the issue under their idol of the upper direction. This is very dangerous thing in Aqidah they introduced. Anyway, so Hafiz ibn Hajar, he has this book, took him 40 years to write. It took me maybe a few days to max of a week to color code it, put in Excel, play with the classification, and produce all the Sahaba and their children alone. 9,804, 408, something like that. Color coded, green color, very nice, because I became, with the barakah of the Prophet, one touch I can finish a lot of things. I take a book like Musnad Ahmad ibn Hanbal, take it, put in Excel. I'm the only one put all the hadith of Prophet in Excel, all. Then after all my search, I want to make an instant muhaddis. How I make you muhaddis now? You can go sit down with, take ijaza. This ijaza is game. People play game, sell it or free or whatever. Ijaza is not applicable. This barakah is not applicable. Ijaza, when before the hadith was recorded, you need this ijaza. You go to a guy, take from a hadith and record it. So this is ijaza. Then somebody give you his book, blah, blah, blah. But when all hadith recorded, ijaza is not applicable anymore. So hadith now became terminology, not become hadith. So this is where Satan misguided all the Islamic studies of hadith. they focus on terminology. What is hadith sahih? What is da'if? What is this? What is this? What's that? All this is stupidity. The Sahaba used to hear the Prophet speaking. What Namal Amal bin Niyat sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, whatever he say, we should have the same position. So this chain and all this men and women and all this, we don't need it. All what we need the hadith. If all sahih, you just take it and thank you very much. So what, after all my research, and nobody make research because I touch every book and electronized everything, I have it in hadith data warehouse. I use the data warehouse technology because I studied technology on the site to support my family so I don't take money for Islam, okay? So what happened, I found the 9 books they did the whole thing. You don't need anything else. So I took the 9 books, put them together in one Excel, but I break them logically. So we have the statement of the Prophet alone, they call it mat, and the chain, and the subject, and this and that, break it in Excel in a row, so it will be logically connected together, but loosely coupled, they call it in technology. Like my fingers are, now is one, but I can release it. I put it back. So they call this loosely coupled, mean keep it in the same order but separate them so I can use one hand or the other, or use them together. So the hadith is there, but I can sort alphabetically or to remove the repeat amongst the hadith. For example, the hadith about 43,000 hadith in the 9 books, but between them close to 9,000, 10,000 hadith repeated, so it become back to 34,000. Then I would break them with one of my students into 27 title book alone, but still inside the Excel. So you have the Iman, then the Adab, and so forth. So that Excel, if you download it from www.allah.com, ALLAH, or www.muhammad.com, or mosque.com, mosque.com, you become innocent muhaddis. And I tried to translate it as a draft in 95 language, and I finished it, alhamdulillah, using Google and so forth. So we will talk later on hadith to show you it became very easy. Allah bless me with the ru'ya of the Prophet, which it has one part of 46 of prophethood barakah. Okay, let's take a pause.